Made it. Recording here from Museum Trail in Palm Springs. I'm right here on the top of South Lugo. Run is about a 25 to 30 minutes give and take run up. So there's where the nice colors are coming from. But I'm here for you. I came up here for you to a practice that I like to call it the cool down after a double practice, where you can just sit down on your carpet and do couple stretches on which will help you release that lower back and along the spine and just rejuvenate your body, and maybe also target a little bit of your intestinal, since you've been on the legs all day and you've been probably eating here and there, not really sitting down. Let's get started. We're actually going to come into a seated pose, so or rather in an accomplished pose. In accomplished pose, you want to bring your favorite foot forward and really sit into your sit bones and bring that left or the right leg first, and trying to, rather than crossing over as you would come into a seated into Sukhasana and an accomplished seated Hasana, you're relaxing legs a little bit more and you're not stacking your ankles on top of each other. So if you were somewhere right here, that is totally perfect. It gives you a nice stretch. Your hands will open over your knees. Your arms are dropped. Roll down. You're seated into your glutes, feeling the ground, breathing through your nose. Start taking this conscious inhale. And now as you exhale also through your nose. So creating that ocean-like sound. Ujjayi breath. The victorious breath. Breath of presence. Stay here. Let go of what happened today. Find peace in the moment. Quiet the chatter. Focus on deep breaths and inhales. And exhale. Find your breath synchronizing your mind, quieting whatever it was, whatever it happened, whatever you forgot or said, does not matter anymore. You're just here and now, on your carpet, in your living room or your bedroom or on your yoga mat, wherever you are, there you are. Let's take 2 deep breaths. And if your eyes were closed, you may start gently opening your eyes and maybe stretch out your arms to your sides and gentle look up to the sky. Swallow to see how your throat is feeling, and then inhaling in, bringing your arms up to the sky. And then we're gonna come to a gentle stretch to our left side. You're bringing your right elbow to that bend. So you might be just somewhere over here. The most important part is that you want to look gently up, and you don't want to have that left hand in the way of your vision. And then now bending that right elbow and gently taking yourself with every exhale just a little bit lower. And from here, take a deep breath in. Expand your spine again. Roll your arms down. Drop your arms. Bring your shoulders closer together. Find your sit bones. Inhale again. And now on an exhale, that left arm will come. Find that left side of the mat. Now again, you might be somewhere over here. And then all you have to do is just turn and look out to the right side and gently up. And maybe start gently bending that left arm, or maybe you want to take that a little bit farther and open up. I'm still a little bit stiff. I did like a 20 minutes practice, but inhale in. And then we're going to exhale, hands back into your heart center. And this is also a time for you to maybe bring an intention to the practice. Maybe you don't want to bring an intention. This does not have to be in any way spiritual. This practice, these videos are not intended to be in any way. This is for you to show up and to find the benefit of yoga, and then eventually take that where would you like. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to come to the next pose, which is called the bound angle, our Baddha Konasana. And in a Baddha Konasana, guess what? You're sitting. So you're also staying seated just right where you are. And now you're just going to start moving your booty a little bit and then bringing the soles of your feet together. So you're going to bring, now you want to bring, once you connect your feet, the soles of your feet together, try to bring your heels closer to your pelvic floor, to that groin, to that bone. And now this is where I am. You can be somewhere else. Maybe your feet are a little bit farther. Wherever you are, that is totally okay. As long as you are feeling the benefit. This pose is not about your knees touching the mat, because depending on your bone structure, your knees, no matter how flexible you are, might never touch the ground, and that is totally okay. So you want to make sure that you're grounded and seated, and your spine is neutral. Your hips are slightly now pushing you forward. Your soles of your feet, you can either interlace your fingers and slide them underneath, and now bring your big thumbs and open up your feet just as you were opening a book. Or maybe you can just grab your feet and also do the same movement of opening. Now bringing in your, there we go, rooting in and finding your strong back. Lumbar spine is slightly moved, shift forward. Your hips are relaxed. And you really want to focus on, and maybe at some point you can start using your arms and finding how it feels to start bringing yourself a little bit lower, so you can feel right here the openings, pelvic floor opening, and grow and check. Your hips are rotating outward, out to the outside. And let's just stay here for 3 more breaths. Come back to that Ujjayi breath at any time. Nice deep breath in, exhale, start. If you're taking yourself closer, come back to a straight spine, otherwise let go of your feet, shrug your shoulders a little bit, find what feels good here, and maybe take a sip of water. I will. And we're going to move into our next asana, and this is going to be our seated twist. So again, staying on the ground, I'm just going to move over this way, so be a little bit more comfortable for you guys to see as well. But there's two ways of coming into a to your seated twist. So you can leave that right leg right underneath, bend. Your right ankle is right underneath of your left hip, and now we want to bring that left leg over. And now here you are, and this is the first step. If you can't quite bend your knees, then modification will be to straighten your bottom leg and bring the right leg and bring that left leg over, and find yourself over here. Now from here, we're going to take our left arm, twist around and find that spot behind you along the side of your spine, close to your butt cheek. Now I find how this feels, and if your leg is like now dropping or moving down, stay here or bring your right elbow and now hook it over to your left knee. And now from here, you're starting to twist. Now the twist is happening from your muscles, from your belly. So especially if you want to go into a deeper twist. Now this is where I am. Now modification to this will be, well, we were bringing our bottom right leg down and bringing that right arm in, or just really staying right here, hugging that left elbow with that right knee, and now bringing that left arm behind you and twisting right over here. So on the other side, this would look like this. Either stay here, or you're going to bring that right arm over and twist this way. And then 2 more deep breaths. Inhale and unravel from here. Maybe shake off your legs a little bit, and we'll take this to the other side. So I'm gonna come back to what I was, because it was a little bit more comfortable for me. And bring yourself, booty back up to the mat. And now I'm going to bring if you're following, then you bring your left knee underneath. Now if you're doing the modification variation, you will bring your left leg straight, right leg over, left arm will wrap around and hug, right arm will come find that spot, straighten out that right arm, come as close to your spine as possible, and that left arm finds like a little hook and helps you twist. Now if you are taking a deeper bind, then bend your bottom left leg, bring your right knee over, left elbow hooks over, right arm finds that spot behind. Then I like to push in to my right arm and twist and see how far I can go today. One more deep breath in, one more rounds of breath. And unravel, twist. I'm going to bring those legs forward. Now come on back into the middle of your mat. We're going to come to our next asana, our next stretch, and it is our side bend, Parivrtta Janu Sirasana. That's what it's called. And eccentric is one of my favorite things, really. When I used to do hatha yoga, I loved it. Anyways, so you're going to start, as you see, coming into the pose. So we're going to come into the seated, start sending right leg to the side, left leg bend and come to the inside. So your sole of your left foot wants to be connecting to that right thigh. And now we can send your hands on each side of your body. Connect your hands. So grab your opposite elbows or just rest your hands behind. Inhale, pop your chest, and now we're going to exhale here. Your chest down, slightly shifting to the left side. And now from here, you're going to start looking into the left. Back to the right side. Release your right hand. Find your big toe. And now, as you're looking at that big toe, that right hand is helping bring that big toe down. And now you're twisting your head and starting to look into the left side of the mat. Now, you don't have to touch the toe. If you can grab the toe, don't grab the toe. Maybe you are somewhere here, or maybe you are just working with this. That is okay. Whatever you are, meet yourself there. You can always bring a pillow. If it's a little bit harder for you, can always prop yourself with a pillow for a little bit and just stay somewhere halfway. Otherwise, stay here for one more round of breath. And deep breath in. Sending hands out. Bringing back, exhale to the chest. And now we're just going to trade our legs. Actually, come back. We're going to send our hands out again. Grab those opposite elbows. And as you're coming up halfway, what are we going to do? We're going to start sending that right arm to the right side. And now our left arm is going to come up to the sky. Now, that right shoulder is rotating outwards. So that right arm is rotating to the outside. So when you're starting to bring that left arm down, you don't want to have that right arm in your vision. You don't want to collapse in the pose. You want to lengthen that side. You want to have that elbow tucked in slightly behind your ear. And then finding how it feels to bring it as low as you can. And now, this is where I am. And there are times, like today, that I can grab it. There are times when I'm just hovering over here. Now, you might be somewhere over here, or maybe this is a good space and place for you. Again, meet yourself where you are. Yoga is not about you look, because we're never going to look the same. It's all about doing the exercise, bringing the movement to your body. Remember, movement is medicine. Inhaling now in. Send your arms to each side. And now exhale back. Now we're going to do this all on the other side. So switch your legs. This time, the right knee comes to the inside. Left leg is sent to the left side of the mat. Send your arms again out now. Exhale. Find your opposite elbows. So this is how it would look. Or you can do this. You can just rest your hands on your hips. Wherever you find a limit with your body. So bring your hands behind. Inhale, pop that chest, and now we're going to exhale down, bringing your chest over that right knee gently, and now if this feels good, stay here. Otherwise, start releasing that left arm to find your big toe. If this feels good, stay here, or maybe you are just reaching gently here and you're finding your way there. Otherwise, find that big toe and start bringing that left foot down. Start twisting your head to the right side of your body. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale. And next deep breath in. Let's come out of here. Now, from here, start bending that left elbow. And maybe you can rest that left elbow somewhere closer to your knee or maybe your shin. Or maybe you can drop that left forearm down. Your right arm will come up to the sky. And then stay here or start dropping. Again, rotating that shoulder to the outside to come closer with your left shoulder. Opening through that right side body, the psoas. Oh my goodness. Oh, that feels so good. I have something on the right side. The right side is always so much more intense. Maybe too much masculine energy. What you gonna do? Inhaling in. Come on up. Hands up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. Or maybe open your mouth this time gently. Release out of all of that energy. Should feel good. Now inhale, swoop your arms up to the sky again. Bring that left knee closer. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take another round of deep breath through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to move to our next pose, which is a toe stretch. In a toe stretch, you want to come into, so I'm going to show you, sorry, I'm sitting on stuff and it just itches my butt. Anyways, what are we going to do now? You're going to come into your knees to double up your mat, or if you have sensitive knees, or bring a blanket for your knees if that's the case. But what are we going to do here is you're going to curl up your toes. You're sitting on your knees, and now bring your hands down onto the mat. You're on your knees, curl up your toes. Inhale, and now on an exhale, start pressing into your hands and then pushing away, fingertips, and now coming in, moving and bringing that weight lower down into your heels. And now for some, you already feel really, really intense, and you might be somewhere here, maybe you want to come and support yourself with your hands, because maybe this is enough. If you are up here, your hands can either stay on your heart center, or you can send your hands down onto your quads and bring that ujjayi breath. To calm your mind, to tell your body it's okay. Remember, we don't do much for our feet, but yet they carried us up to as many years as you can count. It might feel really intense for you right now. It's starting to feel really intense for me, but I'm just going to breathe through this. If you pull it a double, this will be extremely beneficial for you. I mean, bringing a fresh blood flow, just tired legs, stretching them out. All right, 2 more deep breath ins. through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now, first bring your hands down into the mat and curl your toes. And now, tap in your toes on top of the mat. And we're going to reverse this. We're going to press in through your fingertips into the mat and reverse the stretch. Just gently bringing your knees up and exhaling down. From here, open your hips out wide. Start sinking in your 3 letters down. Just melting your chest into the mat and coming into your wild child's pose. I like to call it the wild child because your legs are wide open. And we're sinking in a little bit deeper. And now you might be somewhere over here as well. Or maybe this is a little intense. I would encourage you, I don't have a blanket here, but I would encourage you to pop in, roll in a small blanket and roll it right in behind and then resting on it. So you just slightly elevate it and you can decide how far or how deep you want to go. Otherwise, you can just stay here, work on an opening. One more deep breath in. And out on the exhale, just shift forward and now come into that embryo child's pose when you bring knees together. And now melt your chest down. Bring your forehead to the mat. Feel the benefit of all this wonderful work that you did. Now rolling your arms down, coming back into our easy pose. This time we're gonna come to Sukhasana, to easy pose, so you can cross your ankles. Take a deep breath in through your lungs. Seal your mouth. Now open your mouth. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Seal your mouth. Open your mouth. Exhale. I thank you for showing up here to your carpet or to your yoga mat. Thank yourself for cultivating a self-love, for doing such an amazing job and just being here, present with your body. Remember, today is gone. Tomorrow or today, it's a new day. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Nutsmaste.